10 seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Reserve time. Radiant team ban. Dire team ban. Ten seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Reserve time.
Gyrocopter!
Dire team pick.
Dusk.
Dire team pick. Ten seconds remaining.
Queen of Pain.
Radiant team pick. Dire team ban. Dire team ban.
Hello guys, welcome back! Game 2 of Hehe against Know Your Enemy. Game number 1 was ridiculous! An hour long, I don't know, was it 90 kills or something like that, where everyone was just fighting and fighting and fighting and everybody was killing each other. But game number 2 is here. Not sure if it's going to be more relaxed, more hectic, about the same, what we're going to have, what we're going to see, but Hehe United, they've got themselves the Wisp this time and they ban out the Winter Wyvern and AA. And in the last game, we saw how decently, I'm not going to say it was exceptionally well that the AA played against the Wisp, but we saw the merits of it. My co-caster, Drag and Drop, please save me.
I'd love to, man. I'd love to.
Yep.
Keep going. Keep going.
Heroes.
Yeah, but that last game, was insane. With a lot of kills, and this game might just be similar, at least when it comes to the Insanometer here, because Hehe United, they get their hands on the Wisp, and he is infamous, you could say, on that hero. I have seen crazy things with that, and apparently that's the norm, I've been told, so don't be surprised to see something different than a mid-Wisp and a Gyrocopter together or in the safe lane. There can be other things at work, but we'll see as the draft goes on. Know Your Enemy with some decent enough counters here. Tusk with the Snowball being able to counter initiate and just maybe weather the storm with some with the initial brunt of the relocate. Queen of Pain also very nice, just blowing up the Wisp and anyone he comes with. In fact, with that AOE. And the Luna actually picked up rather early here, you could say, and Hehe United pick up the Witch Doctor for themselves as a secondary support, so they're going to go with that very defensive support duo. Question is, can Know Your Enemy actually make use of that? And they have some mid-game potential here between the Luna, who can either join a team fights with the Eclipse and with the extra damage she provides, and Queen of Pain more than anyone else. So if that co-op gets off to a decent start, then you can really start rolling over Hehe United. You have to be careful about the Gyrocopter, though. I mean, you have to make sure that he doesn't just throw a wrench in your plans, throws down a call down, and just turns it around on you. Because Luna, Or Queen of Pain as well, if she gets caught off guard without a blink, maybe not having too many points into it early at that stage of the game, then those are rather squishy.
Yeah, I can start racking things up there, and your enemy, they're starting to build up some decent ranged attack as well. Queen of Pain, Luna, don't have any supports just yet. This is basically their three cores, I want to say. Tusk off lane, Queen of Pain mid, Luna top, Lion actually being picked up there. Now, this is a hero we used to see a fair amount, especially in 6.83 against Wisp, where you'd get a relatively fast blink dagger, and your main goal would be to blink, stun, hex, Finger of Death the Wisp, and make sure he doesn't tether, relocate, or keep the carry alive. But nowadays, unless you get a ton of kills early on, the Lion, he's kind of lackluster. You know, he's played as kind of a 5-role support. You don't get much farm on him, especially if laning phase doesn't go too well. So it's going to be interesting to see how much priority they put on this Lion getting farm, and how quickly he gets that blink dagger, because it will be very important for how they progress through the mid to late game. And Hehe United, with their two squishy defensive supports, Witch Doctor and Wisp, they're going to actually add here to try and bolster their lanes. Off laner needed, mid laner still required as well. And what have we got left for mid? Queen of Pain is going to be great against the majority of heroes you actually throw in towards that lane. Wondering, what exactly will they be planning? Because I feel like they're going to pick something really weird. Like, Storm Spirit's still there, but that was ignored in the last game. And against Lion plus Tusk, it's a little bit scary. It's still a great hero to throw out there, and if you get the early support that you need, it's going to be Bloodseeker mid, I guess.
I was thinking along the lines of Viper, maybe it wouldn't be too bad either, but Bloodseeker with Wisp, that can actually work decently, I want to say, up against Queen of Pain. If you're on top of, if you're top of the game with your last hits, as I do assume they are.
I think even just the Bloodseeker alone has a decent time against the Queen of Pain. You regen through the Shadow Strike, you've got the silence to stop that blink away.
Reserve time.
4-man shield plus Quelling Blade, you're relatively resilient. Harass that's thrown your way. Now, Storm is banned out, so it looks like Know Your Enemy is expecting a Witch Doctor plus Bloodseeker dual lane off lane, maybe? Not sure if they can run an aggro tri-lane here with Witch Doctor Bloodseeker and then have Gyrocopter 1v1 the Tusks. I think that would work decently as well.
10 seconds
but they're still aiming to ban out mid-heroes here. Hehe United, what do we actually have from them? I think banning out another support, Earthshaker maybe, is going to be a good plan, a good way to go.
Yeah, Earthshaker would be another great counter to the Wisp. Also than anyone else. So decent enough against Bloodseeker. Just any sort of lockdown that you have to try and keep him away from your team if you may be falling a little bit low is definitely going to be welcome here.
Yeah, but you're not sure where this Tusk is heading still. Could be could be support, could be offlane, but I guess they're very open in their draft right now, and he got a lot to think about with his final ban. They've got a few heroes that they could look to target.
I think there could even be an aggro try from Know Your Enemy if you think about it. With the Luna, it's a little bit old school, but you do have that damage potential from her alone, from the aura. You have a Lion with lockdown, you have a Tusk with lockdown if they want to run that way. Oh, yeah. Then that leaves you open to pick up another safe laner that can handle himself, like maybe the Clinks that we saw earlier. Who's probably not ideal against Bloodseeker if he needs to run away much though, so...
Yeah, that's the difficult one, isn't it? Picking something that can deal with that Bloodseeker. Why Hehe United are thinking so hard about this. Clockwork is going to be the final ban there. It's not... I guess with that final ban, you know, you don't want to give away what you're doing as well, what you're trying to counteract, and what... you know, it's obviously you don't want to give your opponent the best hero possible, but it's also a fact that you don't really want to give them any intel into what your laning phase is actually going to be set up as, so... Interesting to take out the Clockwork there, expecting maybe Tusk is going to be put into that support. Sure, where they're actually heading, and yeah, it's going to be Tusk off lane, Dazzle, Lion plus Luna. They could still run aggro tri-lane with those three, but I'm not sure how well that works.
Yeah, the problem is even with a Dazzle, they're all relatively squishy, especially at the early levels. And with a Gyrocopter with some extra movement speed from the IO plus the regen that he has, he's going to be able to throw out plenty of rocket barrages, and he will also be able to catch up to these heroes. Lion can only provide you so much lockdown without levels. I mean, level 1 Hex, only single target, level 1 Earth Spike. only 1
5
second, even if you
remaining.
get on multiple heroes, that's not going to be enough. And if you run a Luna down with the Rocket Barrage, it's not going to take too much to actually bring it down. Okay, Axe, even to counter out the Dazzle. And it's just with that alone, it's probably going to be a defensive trial lane, just to make sure to get the Luna off to a decent enough start. Keep up with the gyrocopter, because, well, it's got to be wild, that's what I'm sure. And not even sure how the lanes are going to look like, to be honest, because once again, you can never really be 100% sure with Hehe United, but looks like they might just go for the standard lanes here, as standard as it gets, with gyrocopter save, support by IO and Witch Doctor.
I think dual lanes...
maybe dual lane, offlane, yeah.
I think dual lanes is the way to go here. Not sure if they go safe lane Axe and then put the Bloodseeker up at top, or the Bloodseeker mid with a Wisp, or the Gyro Witch Doctor top. You know, there's a million ways they can run this. It's going to be coming down to how they get the intel of their opponent team, because like you said, aggro Trillian here is definitely a possibility with this Luna, and she's wearing a pretty nifty looking set. Her eyes are red. She looks super angry.
I haven't actually seen that set before.
Oh.
That looks pretty cool.
Interesting. Rider's Eclipse. But yeah, they're sending 5 heroes down to bot, Radiant, 5 heroes up to top, and we've seen this kind of story before. Each of them dodges the other, gets some observer wards down, and then, 3 minutes later, that's when shit starts to hit the fan and people start dying.
There's Boots first on line, though. Not sure how much of an indicator that is. Did they want to go aggro try? I think it's a...
It used to be very standard on line.
Yeah.
But I guess with a Dazzle on your team, it means that he's going to be buying the majority of the support items, wards, courier, upgrade, things like that. So it's not too bad giving Boots over to this line. Let's see our level 1 contest here. Top rune goes the way of the Radiant, bot rune goes the way of the Dire, and it's going to be pretty safe and standard. Get themselves bounty runes for their Wisp up at top. Bottle straight off the bat, while Queen of Pain gets hers. Full Tango's Observer Ward even given across to her, so they want that high ground vision just in case they do have like a Wisp plus Bloodseeker mid, which it looks like it might be, with Witch Doctor plus Gyro up at top, Axe down in the bottom lane, so my initial call was correct. We'll be running that, and they will also be running aggro Trillian over on KYE. Balsa on the Luna, PHBP playing the Dazzle, Preemptor on the Lion, while they're going to be up against Coupe's Axe. Mid is Nihis Wisp. Against L4W, Queen of Pain, Klasiki on the Bloodseeker. Up at top is MDL, Witch Doctor, HWA Gyro, and Tusk by Chameleon. Defensively up at top, already trying to pull across, but Witch Doctor cancels that out and makes sure he doesn't reset equilibrium and control his lane.
I think this actually favors Hehe United there, because, well, you have the Axe in the safe lane. As long as these 3 heroes are here on the side of KYE, he's not going to be able to get much done. But, well, he would have got the same if he would be sent in the offlane, right? And if this was a defensive trial lane. So, as it stands right now, we have an Axe who's decently survivable, decently tanky here with that health pool and the ring protection. Kind of locking down 3 heroes that cannot really kill him if he plays defensively enough. On the other hand, you have the mid lane, who has some help from the Wisp, who can do some stacking, who can... who's supporting a Bloodseeker, who can even hold his own up against the sort of Queen of Pain. And top lane also, we have a Tusk, who can't really get too close to a Gyro. Especially not with the potential of a good paralyzing cast, maybe off that range creep.
Yeah, and with the Luna Blessing on this Luna, it means that this bot lane is always going to be pushing into the Axe, so they can't really control this bot lane too well. There's no creep camp to pull across, and it looks like actually Hehe push things back to a defensive tri lane and maybe look to capitalize on any aggressive movement forward here. Oh, Bloodseeker getting some damage down onto Lord there at middle lane, but Axe, Witch Doctor, and Wisp, 3 of them are here, and it looks like the Dire are a little bit unaware of what's going on. Nihis baiting out that Lucid Beam, the Berserker's caught in there, but with the cast, they'll find it now. Cupid catches out the Luna, here's the heal out from PHBP, and he's got the Grave as well, so there's not going to be a kill. Just statement of intent. Radiant make sure that with their sustain, with their heals out from Wisp and Witch Doctor, they keep themselves a lot healthier than the Dire do.
Yeah, it's actually very good combo as well with Wisp tethers to Axe, then he gets healed by Wisp gets healed by the Witch Doctor, so you have like double or a little bit more than double the effect of that Witch Doctor heal, and it's good at level 1, but that just makes it like level 2, level 3 Voodoo Restoration almost. So that Axe is really hard, even for this kind of lane with Luna, to actually bring him down if they're set up like that.
This Bloodseeker is bullying the Queen of Pain. She's 7 for 1 against a 20-6.
Oh wow.
Crushed completely, tripling up on the last hits here. Bloodseeker, holy crap.
We knew it would be bad, but didn't expect it to be that bad, to be honest.
Like, I thought it... Yeah, he's okay for now. I thought it would be slightly Bloodseeker favoured side of even, if that makes sense. You know, I thought it would be even, but kind of tilted or biased or slanted or whatever towards the Bloodseeker. So you'd have, you know, maybe 5 to 10 more last hits when you get towards the 30 range.
Yeah.
But this is nuts. Absolutely crazy.
Denied.
How's the top
It's getting a lot of
lane
denies as well, 10 denies, so it's not just the last hits. So Queen of Pain actually struggling very hard, but actually a little bit ahead in terms of levels, regardless. So.
Yeah, I guess that Wisp being there for the first couple of levels, there's a slight edge in that regard. The Axe has moved into the jungle. So their defensive tri-lane is now a dual lane of Witch Doctor plus Wisp. This is just going to give them the extra few experience levels and skill points they need. As L4W, I was wondering, like, he's wandering over there. Not going to find himself anything. Axe and Wisp have already taken the rune. Up at top, take a look at this, because Chameleon cutting himself through the trees. HWA on the chase though. There's Snowball and Shards. Snowball himself back into the creep wave. A TP does come out from the Lion. Cancelled though. The last second. In case the Tusk needed any help, he was there and ready. But now they know that there's no TP from the Lion. There may be a TP from the Dazzle, but they're going to be at some kind of deficit the spot lane, and maybe they'll force it. The Wisp is stunned, Loosened Beam to fly as well, Hehe's dropping low, but he's got the heal from the Voodoo Restoration and the bottle.
Yeah, just like that, Tulsa is also down below half health, pretty damn close to it, and yeah, this is actually very efficient laning decisions here coming out from Hehe. I mean, they put the 2 supports down on safe lane, knowing that they will... Oh god, top lane
Tusk has been found. Will he be caught though? There's the Berserker's call. Coupe is trying to get the spins out. Try. Come on, press the spin button. He's not going to find it. There's a call in 7 seconds. The creep wave comes in. Maybe now, still one spin, but he misses. Chameleon. He's got a Dazzle behind him, so there's a grave, there's a heal. Actually, there's only one of them. There's a grave or a heal. Now he's got the call with the creep wave. Chameleon. The heal's already been thrown. There's no grave now, and the call down will land on top of them. Salve up from the top, but your first blood will go over. The Dazzle drops. As HWA does find that one. Snowball, Loosened Beam, HWA in trouble now with MPL, Cask out, and they find another double kill out. The Dazzle drops as well as the Tusk. Loosened Beam trying to turn things back around. Good 2-man Earth Spike, but Lion. Luckily there's no Rocket Barrage. Luckily there's no time for another call. Healed up, Law. Blinked it aggressively, triple kill for HWA.
Tactical pause.
The tether with the heal came in at exactly the right time and gave him mana for another barrage.
I'm just kind of having my camera pretty much at that same kind of area, so it's kind of funny to see hero after hero just join in. Just first Hehe is keeping HWA up topped up. Then we have Queen of Pain coming in trying to do something. I think it was actually the other way around. Queen of Pain coming in, and then he is to save HWA and turn it around. Well, and now Klasinki just coming into the frame, looking for more targets behind that.
It was a 40-second period where Axe chases Tusk and like gets into a creep wave. Tusk runs back to the tier 1. Dazzle TPs into Grave and heal. Then Gyro comes in. Axe and Gyro kill the Dazzle. Then in comes the Lion, gets a 2-man stun. Luna comes in, Loosened Beam, and then there's more Rocket Barrage, and Queen of Pain blinks in, and then there's Tether, and there's Heal, and there's Mana, and...
Yeah,
my goodness.
Just a standard brawl, I mean.
Oh, no, whoa, Bloodseeker's here. And now there's another one. There's another one here. Klasinki call. Okay, he can't get the Rupture out. That could have been another couple of kills if that Earth Spike hadn't locked him in place. But he's got his treads now, and they've pretty much got free reign for the next couple of minutes as Hehe get themselves a decent lead in terms of net worth. That's 1,000. They were ahead by 2k, and that's just pushed them up even further.
6 minutes in, that is a significant lead as well. Yeah, leading kills, leading in last hits. If you actually look at last hit distribution, we have 3 heroes from the Reign side up top. And yeah, this doesn't really bode well for KYE. They kind of committed into that weird little skirmish that turned into a full-blown team fight up top. Instead of just going and saying, alright, Tusk, you're right, you're with the heal, just get the hell out of there. Instead, they just take so much time to try and deal with the Axe, who is quite tanky on his own at this point, that Hehe was able to rotate in pretty much all of their reinforcements. And now again,
Axe is found the call. There's a grave, and there's a blink as well. But man, that's I don't know if that's cockiness from the Queen of Pain, or like you don't just let an Axe walk up to you like that.
Yeah, not with the creep up right there as well. And now. Still not be done for Stinky, pops the Rupture onto PHBP. Only shell Grave to make sure they can TP out, and Peace Cube did not have enough mana for anything really. Now he's being chased down. Nice Walrus Punch. After that, Snowball and Ice Shards lock him down. So they get themselves on the board with a much needed kill. It's about a 900 gold change just off of that.
Oh wow, really? Holy crap.
Yeah.
Well, Gyrocopter, who has that killing spree, is down to the bottom lane, farming away. Pushing into the tier 1. They took the tier 1 mid as well. And if you compare... Oh, Snowball, near his, tethers up to a creep. He's got the overcharge up, overload even, over whatever the hell it is. He's still going to get taken out by the Lucent Beam. And there's no real recourse here, as Rupture's on cooldown for 10 more seconds. And Killian... Choose your route wisely, my friend. If you ran north, you were in an awful lot of trouble. Axe, Bloodseeker... well as this Witch Doctor, all running forward, looking for the hunt. But yeah, what was I going to say? I was going to say something important. Oh yes, farm and comparison. You compare the Gyrocopter to the Luna, she's got nothing. 2,300 net worth compared to the 4,300 of the Gyrocopter. It's like basically half.
Luna doesn't even have level 6 just yet. We'll probably get it from this creeper if it doesn't leech too much. Compare that also to the level 8 from the Gyrocopter.
Crazy.
Yeah,
Crazy.
This game's just not going KYE's way so far, and yeah, it's he making it count. They taking map control. Now we have 3 heroes up on top, Cube in front line, Tandiel in the back, and Glasinki just ready to come in, throw all a Rupture, and just turn on race car mode,
it's just
essentially.
Systematic, tower by tower. Sure enough, bot tier 1 gets denied, but still have this pressure forcing heroes to be here. So KYE can't go and split farm, and this is one of the big problems I had with the Lion pick, is he's not going to get farm outside of kills, and if you're dealing with tanky ass heroes, like an Axe, a Bloodseeker, a Gyrocopter with a Wisp and a Witch Doctor behind them, no, a pick off like this onto the Bloodseeker, maybe they can find it, they're going to walk into the Axe first, though Call not going to land, Snowball and Sonic Wave for Sinky, now dropping very low, Rupture not even going to throw, they try to heal him up, but the Gyrocopter comes in, the dunk out from the Axe, Q finds that one, Predator on the run, but that good old death blow from MDL will find that kill. 2 for 1, a switch up there as Quap for Bloodseeker, you know, that's a decent trade. But then losing the line as well, when you're the one actively looking at smoking, and Luna bot lane as well, the Wisp and the Witch Doctor, the 2 supports, are gonna get the kill, what the...
Oh my...
And now back at the top, the Axe, they get the killer from the Dazzle, the Tusk is gonna die as well, HWA is here, and a slam down into the ground, Culling Blade to finish it off. I'm glad that, for once, the one time in my life my camera work is decent, I'm catching all of these kills.
That's just something that only he would do, man. Just not even taking the Gyrocopter with him. Gyrocopter was getting kills up top. No, you just take what's necessary to kill off Luna. Who I think the ward spotted out that they haven't high ground here. That Luna was just waiting for the Wisp to come back, maybe get an easy kill with Eclipse. But no, there's 2 heroes that heal each other up very, very effectively, and they get the kill with, on the back of the Wisp balls and not much else, really.
Yeah, like, Maledict is not even leveled up.
Yeah.
Amazing stuff.
So this...
Axe has a blink. Oh, Axe, blink, Call, Lion, caught now. Predator in a bit of trouble. Tether to keep Cupid alive, and now Death Ward will get launched out. Shadow Wave, but no Shallow Grave. Held onto by the Dazzle. Call down to land onto 1 here. Blink out from the Queen of Pain. Chameleon is caught in the midst. of the missiles and rockets and projectiles and bollocks being thrown out by this gyrocopter. Maybe they'll dive for... Okay, there's no maybe. They're diving for more. Culling Blade, flick forward, call on 2! They got on both! Luna now in the middle of a tier 3s and tier 4s, drafted as a team wipe. 11 minutes into the game and they're diving into the freaking base!
What is going on right now?
Oh my god, the tier 2 is still alive. The tier 2 is still alive and they're diving. The Wish. There's a level 5 Lion, there's no Finger of Death, but Nihis is still going to die. Can I calm down now? Can I breathe?
I think if you don't calm down and this game goes on like this, then... Well, yeah, I think you might need to visit a doctor and not a witch doctor.
He's a doctor, it's fine. He can restore my voodoo all night long.
Oh my god, I mean... Once again, I can just say that's Hehe United in a nutshell. If you haven't seen this team before, then, well, that's a perfect example of how they would like to play.
Nutshell?
Yeah. Oh, Cube might be in trouble. He is all alone this time around. No wish to give him back up, so they will probably get that pick off. Yeah, there we go. All 5 heroes, it's more than likely at this point.
Fight recap.
Yeah.
How much gold was that? That was like a 1400 swing?
Yeah, 1400. Plus 1000 XP.
Luna got 500 gold, and now she has treads.
Actually, look at the net worth graph.
They smoked up. They're looking for someone. Smoke gets revealed here. I don't know if he found them. Oh, Eclipse over on the sideline. Finds the kill on the Witch Doctor. Meanwhile, Gyrocopter snowball back onto Kasinki. They're going to get a wall punch as well. Sonic Wave completely misses everybody. Kasinki turns back to fight. Tusk is dead. Rupture now. L4W. Swipe down into the ground as the Dire Courier is on the retreat as well. They're relocating forward. They found it. Kasinki onto Talta. Luna in a lot of trouble. They've got a Blood Right in 10 seconds time, but I'm not even sure they'll need it as a Grave ready and available from the Dazzle. He'll use it relatively early here as there's no stuns available from the Radiant side.
That started with an Eclipse and a Finger of Death for Witch Doctor. Okay. That's how much of a threat they think he is. I don't even think they're wrong, but, well, that's just what happens after, right?
The trouble is, in that situation, it's like, right, we're Eclipsed, we Finger of Death, let's run away. Let's go back to farming. We killed the Witch Doctor, we got someone. But instead it was Snowball onto the Bloodseeker. Queen of Pain go in and... maybe she hit the Bloodseeker with the Sonic Wave.
He hit the Bloodseeker, but it didn't matter because Neos was right behind him, unaffected. So now Tusk all alone outside again. There's a nice little Blood Right to actually zone up everyone else, and that's Tusk going down. Blink in from Cube. Oscar Parade actually misses the dunk because of that Stick Charge, I think. Or the heal from the Dazzle, one of these things. Still goes down, and it's still a tier 3, which is probably beyond repair.
Oh dear. Does Luna have a flyback? He doesn't.
No.
I think that's it.
It's game.
We've gone from an hour and 10-minute game to a 15-minute game.
Radiant victory.
I don't know, man. I don't know.
Well,
maybe they heard your pleas in the lobby chat.
2-0.
So we're like, alright.
Hehe United take the series 2-0. And that's it. That's all there's to be said. That was a much more dominating performance. They didn't mess up. They didn't mess up this time. Game 1 could have ended 25 minutes or 20 minutes pretty